politicians from UDA and ODM. There was former Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko and Hassan Joho, who is also the deputy chairperson and deputy party leader of the ODM, clashed at the Marycliff, I beg your pardon, Marycliff polling station, and that really even forced the security personnel, top security chiefs in the coast region, to actually rush to that particular area, ensure deployment of necessary security resources to ensure that that matter was dealt with to allow for the continuation of voting exercise. So the situation right here, as you can see, is what is going on across all the tallying all the polling stations within the constituency, and after here they will be taking all these materials to Aledin Vesram High School, where that is a Vita constituency tallying center, and thereafter all the materials will be gathered at the GTI, where the county tallying center, and that is where we'll be expecting to hear the final results on how the electorate participated in the 2022 general election. And of course also it is worth mentioning that there are a few battlegrounds that we've identified here in Mombasa, especially the Nyale parliamentary seat, pitting the incumbent Muhammad Ali of the UDA party and the ODM's Said Abdallah. That is one area that we've been closely following, and remember that Muhammad Ali won that particular seat the previous election after a court case. Remember, this time also the ODM is fronting the same candidate, and we're expecting to get the results of that particular exercise that happened in Nyali constituency. Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho cast his ballot at Uwanja wa Mbuzi at around 9 a.m. where Joho called upon the residents of Mombasa to support all the ODM candidates, elect them in order to ensure that they at least have a big support in terms of helping the executive run its affairs. But of course also with the lower voter turnout, I don't think that is going to be achieved. But let me just perhaps quickly get to hear from the presiding officer to understand exactly what really contributed to the delay of counting, and of course understand from here where are they going. Perhaps begin by introducing yourself. What really led to the delay in terms of tallying and counting of votes in this particular station?
From our side, actually, we haven't.
Your names, please.
My names are Hussein Abdi Hussein, presiding officer at Star of the Sea, stream number 4, Mombasa. So from our side, we haven't experienced any delays, so we are on the track. It's just that there is a lot of intensive writing and signing and counter checking of the materials and making sure that everything is at par.
But indeed, you can confirm that there was a low voter turnout.
Yeah, there was a low voter turnout. Yeah.
How many were you expecting to come, and how many people did you get?
At least I was expecting 80%, but unfortunately, we only received around 34%.
That's less than a half.
Yes.
What do you think really contributed to this?
Apparently, there are many factors which contributed to that. Where maybe about people are tired, maybe also people do not believe in change, something like that. Also maybe about the cancellation of the governorship race also led to low vote turnout.
So from here, where are you headed?
From here, we're going to our tallying center, which is in Alidina Visram, so that we can hand over the ballot materials.
All your Form 34As, are they all transmitted?
Yeah, actually that was the best scenario which I've ever experienced while I was transforming and transmitting my Form 30A using the KIMS kit. It really happened very fast, and it's something which I really want to appreciate the people who are behind this exercise.
Did you experience any malfunctions with the kits?
No.
Everything was okay?
Everything was okay, apart from we had only scenarios whereby some people the biometric could not read because the finger they're used to different working areas, so we had to use another way of verifying them using the kit. But unfortunately, the good thing is that every voter was verified by the kit.
Well, thank you so much. Well, of course, also Ben, some of the polling stations actually closed past 5 p.m. This is because of the delay that was experienced in the morning, because they opened at around 9 a.m. So according to the returning officer here in Mombasa County, Swalha Yusuf, he actually allowed for at least an additional 2 hours to enable voters in some of these affected stations to cast their ballot. But just to give you small figures here before I wind up, is that Changamwe has a total number of 93,561 registered voters. Jomvu has 75,085 voters. Kisauni 135,276. Nyali is 124,253, Likoni 94,764, and lastly Mvita constituency, where we currently are, has a total of 118,974 registered voters. So that all adds up to 641,913 registered voters across Mombasa. So, and of course also what we understand is that now results from the 4 polling stations set at the prisons have already been submitted at the respective constituency tallying center, waiting for the others to be obtained, and of course also all collected to be taken to the county tallying center. So probably by around 5, 6, latest 7, we'll definitely be able to tell the viewers and the people of Mombasa who they have elected for at least 5 positions. That is the senator, the woman representative, member of the National Assembly, member of the County Assembly, and the most of all is their preferred presidential candidate. So we'll get to know all that in probably a few hours, and we're here on standby, still keeping tabs on what will be happening across the county, and we'll be updating them to you as soon as all the events unfold.
Even before we let you go, and you've spoken about the suspended gubernatorial voting in that county alongside other places across the country, and we've heard the sentiments of various political players. But have you been able to talk to any of the voters, or to the voters in Mombasa? What are their views by and large about this, concerning this, the postponement or the suspension of this gubernatorial voting?
Well, Ben, sorry, indeed, we spoke to a couple of residents and voters here in Mombasa County, and of course also leaders. Some of the residents actually felt kind of disappointed with the electoral agency. They kind of feel that this, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission had a long time, more than 5 years, to prepare for this election, only to be shocked why Mombasa and Kakamega were left out of in this particular race, and leaders also trying to also point an accusing finger to IEBC, saying that perhaps this, or rather claiming that this was a move to try and suppress, the number of voters from either political sides. So it is something that definitely will have a huge impact regarding the outcome of this particular election, because we are yet to get fresh dates from the IEBC after the chairman of Fula Chebukati just announced the other day, saying that they're going to gazette the new dates that will now again force the people of Mombasa, Kakamega, understand, and various other constituencies. They'll have again to go back to the ballot and elect their governor. But of course also one of the key issue that has also come out of this particular postponement, Ben, is that whoever will win the presidency will definitely have a huge impact in determining who will be the next governor in these 2 counties. If will be the Deputy President William Ruto or Raila Odinga, then that means it will open a new game of, or rather, to change the matrix in the entire voting pattern, because remember that will definitely have to have a upper hand in terms of swaying the voters in the direction that they're going to vote. But again, some are saying that they already made their decision. It was too late to change. So it's just a wait and see to see and what will happen next, if at all these fresh dates come, and we don't know what will happen next. But we're here on standby. We'll be updating our viewers as soon as we get to know more from Mombasa.